numbers, big numbers. Big numbers. Okay. Alright. Let's play some Madden 20, dog. Let's go. Ugh. I don't know if anybody will join. I gotta turn down my mic volume. No, not turn it down. I gotta turn down the game volume. It's so loud. I was thinking about doing like a sort of new franchise. But I don't know yet. Probably gonna do it next edition. Well, Browns are gonna lose next week. Uniforms. Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. X-Slick, then hit with the. These are like all black. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Exhibition, simulation, competitive, super competitive, 5-minute quarters. Partly cloudy. I love Madden so much. I would probably like upload like Madden challenge videos, like
That'd be nice.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the former MVP Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons as they take on last year's #1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield, and the upstart Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. With you from the booth, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. CDR matchup here. A couple of teams last year that were really pretty similar, both under 500, both missed the playoffs, and they both think that they can turn things around in 2019.
Yeah, how about 2018, though? A case of the haves and the have-nots.
Man, they're kicking it off to me.
In 16-game seasons in the NFL,
let's go.
For the first time last year, no one finished 8-8. Now, you know that in baseball, basketball, other sports, turnarounds can take 3, 4, 5 years. In football, it could just be a few months.
This is taken at his 4.
And
not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Onto the field comes Baker Mayfield, ready to lead this Cleveland Browns offense. And they got a 40-25 win last week. A big win over Baltimore because that avoided them dropping Charles to 1-3. And Baker, pretty good in that game, 342 yards.
He certainly was, and that looked more like the Baker Mayfield we saw his rookie year. He looked like a guy who cut it loose, right? The guy who was a little bit more of the swashbuckler on the field, not just off the field. And that team seems to thrive on a little bit of chaos, don't they? There's always something swirling around them, but they put it aside and played really well against Baltimore. He was helped by Nick Chubb in the running game, too.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Mayfield now. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
What? He didn't even do a juke, dog. He just got ran over.
40.
Stop pointing, dog.
Effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. On first down.
This way. No.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Hilliard. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. They'll roll him out right. He finds Baker complete. And he'll go down the getting this inside the 30. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
Why are you standing there like that?
A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
So tiring.
I'm here all day.
Now they return to the ground game.
Hey, let's go. No.
He's brought down after a very nice
I the ball should have been inside.
And a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And Charles.
That's so dookie butt. That ball was over that line. No. All right.
As we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game, they'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears
God damn
that
it,
they
just
want
lost
the
a yard on that.
They think they can get to the outside.
I'll just fucking do a pass play and just running in
It's a
Baker.
loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up.
No one's guarding Brown.
For a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something.
Yeah, never mind. I didn't see him coming.
This one is down he goes.
You better be ready next time.
You see a little trick play like this.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And boy,
that's
he
inside.
Is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football,
that was literally inside. What is this? Okay, okay. His knees didn't even hit yet. There's one. There's the other. Dude, that football's in.
Footer so short. So
there's nothing to challenge.
Out comes the Browns.
Bro, that's so dicky, bud.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the
why
ball
did the
game,
fat guy go out?
Comes up with a goal line stand.
I know coaches
right,
always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about it. Let's go ahead and get it. And it just didn't work.
I didn't even touch the controller.
I wish they had it back.
I didn't even touch the controller.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head.
Alright, you guys want to play like that? You want to play like that? Alright. I didn't even touch the controller.
He has to green light that attempt.
Time out.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's put him back here.
Boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
2 yards. That don't help. I'm putting him back on the 1. That's stupid. Uh-oh, there's a flag.
Snap off here. This is going to back him up halfway. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the...
Yeah, how's it feel?
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready, back 25. Here we go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And now where are they going to mark him here?
Safety! That's a safety!
Line, but that could have easily been 2 points here.
Safety! That is a safety! That's a safety if I've ever seen one. Bro, why is he fucking just grabbing his full palm, grabbing his ass? You see that? Boom! Back in the end zone. That's a safety!
Other way. On second down now.
Fuck you!
It's Freeman. Oh, and he's not gonna make it out
How you like
of the
that,
end
bitch?
zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone.
What the niggers?
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken near the 13. And he's
That's a
all
fucking
the way
face
up
mask.
across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Browns drive about to get started. Before Cleveland takes this next snap on offense, I wanted to revisit that win that we were talking about earlier they had against Baltimore, 40-25. You discussed Baker, you kind of teased it, but Nick Chubb was excellent in the running game, and them getting to 2-2 was gigantic.
A full team win. You mentioned it. Baker played well. The receivers caught the football. Nick Chubb ran it exceedingly well. And the defense, which has played, I would say, almost lights out at times in the early going, they rose up against Lamar Jackson and a stout Baltimore attack. Like where the Browns are going right now. I think they're a team that, you know, they kind of thrive on the us versus them mentality, us versus the world. It feels like they're banding together, ready to take on everyone else in the FC North.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 36. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He may try and run for this. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll run on first down. Hilliard, they'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Hey, let's get it.
To the end zone, touchdown, Cleveland. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. Here's Ryan to throw. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that...
Oh my God, you got sacked, dude.
Time, and he's going to go down. Mike Wilson, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Why would you run it?
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Like
right
third
in the second quarter on the defensive side, they
10
feel
or
pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. Mayfield rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete.
No.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Fucking bullshit.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And
bullshit, dude. That was a fucking hit stick. It was literally a hit stick. He should have fumbled that.
Be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard
line. That's the hardest hit stick I've ever done.
Until the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's first and nowhere.
Good sack again, dude.
He goes down.
It's like his third sack.
Myles Garrett coming in to drop him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Ryan. Caught by
shit, no!
And he'll take it into the
How did he throw that fast?
Touchdown, Atlanta. From
still
19 yards away, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll
still winning. Doesn't matter.
His rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10.
Oh, shit, what was that?
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep
wide open. Wide open. Let's go, baby.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards.
OBJ.
In our
can do that in the game.
Was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside.
Oh my God, what a blitz play.
Pretty good arm, too.
So fucking good.
Good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on second.
Get out of the way, dude! Oh my God! You made me get sacked, dog. Your ass.
For the sack, Deion Jones. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, alert 33. G-Con, 132 fighter. Watch the twin. King.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And
no!
It's intercepted by last year's NFL.
I threw that out of bounds.
Casey.
I threw that out of bounds. That's not a pick 6. You didn't score a touchdown, you fucking idiot.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Oh my God, I threw that out of bounds. I was so high up in the air. There's no way.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Catch it! Oh my God!
But this one is incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. And the blitz does come. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll only get this to the 17.
4th and 5. Cut that shit, dog.
6 yards on the pickup. And that's
you ain't going nowhere.
4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
Oh my fucking God, dude! You keep a block!
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just
oh, what the fuck? It's supposed to be a counter play. Supposed to block him.
To be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs.
Damn, dude, they fucking rushing.
The receiver, and he's brought down. Deion Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
My Lord.
It was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now he'll throw deep left side.
Oh my God, you can't catch.
Away and incomplete.
I'm not punting this ball.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Rolling to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Fucking pass interference.
It's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
God damn, dude. They're going to fucking block it.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Miss it.
And this one
Fuck,
is right
dude!
down Broadway. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Now Mayfield and the Browns.
All right, I just got to drive it up the field. That's it.
52 to play.
Field goal range, like 2:45.
35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Back to throw. He'll get that.
No! You didn't get to the part!
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but
4th and 5!
And doesn't get out of bounds.
Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. 4th down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
What?
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in.
How? How was that incomplete? He caught that. He dropped it. Oh my God, dude, you can't catch. This game has been nothing but bullshit.
Great field position.
I'm going
now
to
the Browns
cheat.
will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Ryan to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter. And he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
This game's over. What can I do? What can I do?
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating
fucking God, dude.
Snap.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of